Wow.
Okay, what is up, gigglers? We are back.
We're back full force. We're back better than ever.
I mean, you're hungover, which is my personal favorite mood of yours, because who knows what you're going to say. Get all loosey-goosey. You're probably a little still drunk, and I love that for you.
I am a little still drunk. See, like that wasn't even a sentence.
Yeah, I didn't form a sentence and I'm sober. So this is starting well. But anyway, welcome to Giggly Squad, a place where we make fun of everything.
Including ourselves.
Mostly ourselves.
Mostly ourselves. Hannah prepped me before that and I knew I was going to fuck.
It's okay, she up. We haven't been waiting months for this. Last time people saw us was on a live during the summer, but people haven't heard us together in months, and a lot of shit happened in our lives. But first of all, we have a podcast. And this is it. And for people
and you're listening to it right now.
I hope this is it. If it's not, I'm worried what this is. Seriously, Paige?
I know. Seriously? Oh my God.
Who is it?
One of my girlfriends.
Oh, okay.
Not important.
If it was a certain guy, I'd make you pick it up right now.
I mean, it's the content we need. I just put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
We are back and, ready to giggle.
I'm so ready to giggle.
Well, there has been some stuff happening in your life that we need to address.
Fully. The gigglers are full detectives, and I feel like they found out that my boyfriend and I broke up before we even broke up.
They knew it was going to happen before it happened.
They're like, Paige and Perry broke up. I was like, did we? Yes. So confirmed, I am a single girl about the town now. I feel like things will happen in my life and we don't do the lives every night. And I'm like, what would the gigglers say about this like particular situation that I've gotten myself into? And I just can't wait. I can't wait for them to take such a journey with us.
What did you do this weekend?
Okay.
Just tell me. Just lay it out.
Okay, I'm not a human. Like, I'm not a real person. Please listen to what I did last night. I had a birthday dinner with like a bunch of my friends, and my guy friends play this game called the dice game, and they bring a dice out with them. You put it in their pocket, and when they don't have one, they have like an app on their phone where you can like press dice and it will be like a game. So basically what it is I would say like, okay, if I roll a 5, Hannah has to like do 10 push-ups. But if it doesn't roll a 5, then you don't have to do it. But if it rolls a 1, then I have to do what I was going to make you do.
That's fun.
Yeah, no, it's so fun.
Is there drinking involved ever?
I mean, we're just all drinking, but then you're laughing because someone's doing something stupid. Like, it's a very fun game. So last night I'm hammered at this dinner. And I'm like, oh my God, if I roll a 5, Alexa has to sing the national anthem.
You're so stupid. Do you even know the words to the national anthem?
Played myself. I roll a 1, which means I have to do it. My one guy friend goes, I'm not doing it. I'll just do it for our table. And he goes, oh, absolutely not. He gets up. He makes the DJ in the restaurant cut the music. He makes me stand on a chair in front of like 30 people who are at this restaurant because, 25% capacity in New York City. But there's like still a lot of people in this restaurant. I got up on a chair.
I've actually never heard you sing in my life.
Because I can't sing. I had to Google the words to the national anthem. And I did it.
And now you're running for president.
And now, Paige, 2020.
Wait, was it awkward or were people like in on the joke? What was the vibe?
Some people were like, what is she doing? So some people thought I just did it because I was drunk.
Yeah.
Which is true. But like we were playing a game. I lost a bet. Yeah. I had to do it. And like I'm standing up there and I'm singing and then I'm done and people are clapping because it was award winning. And someone goes, someone had to be the first to get up and sing the national anthem, and it might as well have been me.
People are like, Adele left Saturday Night Live, went to this birthday dinner, got really patriotic, and is Italian now.
I was looking at like my drunk text messages, and I texted my mom and I go, I just lost a bet and had to sing the national anthem in front of a full restaurant. And she goes, oh my God, you're ridiculous.
The question is, did you hit the high note?
I don't remember. But then like people started to feel bad for me, so they started singing because they were like dancing the national anthem.
They started like a slow clap.
Yeah, I was like sweating. I was so nervous, but I'm actually really proud of myself that I did it because I'm not a quitter.
But you need to survive these obstacles to become the woman you're going to become.
Oh my God, I just don't know what I'm doing with my life.
You need a chaperone. This is actually
I know I need
happens.
a chaperone.
When I'm not with you, this is what happens.
I need a babysitter. When alcohol,
I'm with you,
yeah,
you're okay.
Right.
Whenever I leave you, I get text messages. People are very worried.
Very worried. My alcohol tolerance is that of a 55-year-old Irish man who owns a bar. It's just...
Speaking of 50-year-old Irishmen.
Great segue. And this is why they pay us the big bucks.
This morning, I did two things.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up. I spent 2 hours in the shower shaving. Because since my appendix surgery, we got a little reckless. Shaving the top of your butthole. Like, you know where the butt starts, the butt crack starts?
No, yeah, I do.
Why don't people talk about how dangerous that is? That if you want to get those hairs at the top, which are the first hairs he will see if you're doing doggy style, you can so easily slit it open. It will slit open unless you go in a squat position. Guys, this is a great tip. You have to squat, spread the cheeks, and then try to there needs to be a razor specifically for the upper butt crack.
Do we invent that?
UBC. I think we do. We'll have to put that in our merch.
We have to patent that immediately.
But wait, is it just me?
No. It's girls across the country. No one's talking about it.
I love how it's just the country. It's not the world. It's just
Europe.
America.
They like let that shit flow. I don't know what they're doing over in France, but I know they're not shaving.
Also, I'm about to get a little more graphic, but shaving your vagina lips, you have to switch hands to get inside it. Correct. Like, okay, yeah. Maybe because I'm Italian, but I have hair growing inside.
That's honestly one of the most vile things I've ever heard in my life. Oh my God.
You have to like open one with your left hand and shave with your right, and then you have to switch hands and open one up with the right hand and shave with the left.
If we had any male listeners, they have dropped off. I hope my crush is listening to this and he's just like, she is
Call Her Daddy if no one wants to call me anymore.
Remember when we used to say we're like the broke version of Call Her Daddy?
But then I infiltrated Call Her Daddy.
Yeah, you did.
I took her talent and I started my own podcast. No, we love Alex. We'll get her on in the future. So yeah, I finished shaving and then
okay. Happy Saturday.
Then I started texting you.
Oh my God. Please, no, keep going. Tell the people.
Okay, guys. I was like kind of just having fun and I was just looking at engagement rings, and Paige and I have had fights over engagement rings. If you don't know the past, we got in a fight because I said that I want a garage wedding.
She wants a backyard barbecue wedding, and I'm appalled and offended.
But Paige, before you go in, how many people during quarantine do you think had huge weddings planned,
right?
Like hundreds of thousands of dollars, decide not to do it, had a small intimate gathering with their family and was like, oh my God, I'm so happy I did this.
No, I totally agree. And I'm now
like, I think it's shifting. Like, I think I'm more on trend.
I think you're correct in that statement. And like, I would love to get married and have a cool 50 to 75 close friends for a sit down dinner. But the aesthetic of a backyard line, and I'm just like, oh, this is so tough. I feel like it's going to be like
buying a little house.
Yeah, you're buying a small house for like a baby. I feel like I'd have to either
Is that where you're going to put your baby?
Yeah.
This is why you shouldn't be a mother. Ever.
I'm like, you live in here now. You're my accessory. You live in this bag. I feel like I would like go to the Chanel store, or I would go to like, I don't know, Saks or something. I don't know. I haven't
like, what
really,
color are you leaning towards?
I definitely do black. I would definitely do black and like a classic quilted leather. But I don't think this year is the year. So I think maybe I'll do it at 29.
So my question, as like the dumb one of the group with fashion, guys can't tell what a bag is, or the extent of it. Some girls can tell. What are you doing it for?
I have always loved like classic, timeless fashion, and I've always loved Coco Chanel and like Audrey Hepburn and all of that. And there's just something about a Chanel bag that is just a classic piece, and I always think like my daughter will then use this bag. Like any designer bag that my mom had when she was younger, I've taken. And
you like the idea of you buying it?
Yeah, like I would never want, like when I've had boyfriends in the past, some of them been like, yeah, like I'll get you the Chanel bag, and I'm like, But then when we break up, like that bag will always be tainted to me because you bought it. Yeah. And my mom was like, I'll get you a Chanel bag, like, or we can go like halvesies on it. And I was like, I'm an adult.
This is why you shouldn't date, because boyfriends become ex-boyfriends, and then they ruin every song you listened to during the time that you dated. Yeah. They ruin like any food that you enjoyed, any restaurants. Like I still can't eat Thai fusion. That like is a trigger for me. Like they ruin things, so you have to decide what you need to keep sacred in your own life.
Can I tell you something? I've probably had maybe 5 real relationships, like people that I'd be like, that was my ex-boyfriend. And then you have like those mini little bullshit things. But I've probably had like 4 or 5 real relationships. Anything they have ever given me, I have gotten rid of. I have not kept one piece of jewelry. I have not kept like a shoe.
What do you do with it?
I either give it back to them and say like, I don't need it, you deal with it. Or I've given it to like a friend or something.
I throw it in their face. Or I burn it in front of them.
Yeah. I drop it off at them.
Or I drop it off at the voodoo shop and I say, ruin his life. Now.
I've never thought of that, but I love that for us.
And then I, like all the hair that I was collecting from the shower, I bring it to her and I say, this is his. These are his pubes. Cut his dick off. Oh, that went dark real quick, you guys.
Yeah, that went left. Because I was thinking, like, I don't want him to die, but I want him to have the worst stomach ache he's ever had.
And then whenever he thinks it's over, the second wave comes.
Yeah. So I am not, like, the jewelry and all the gifts and stuff like that, like, it doesn't do anything for me, really, which you would think it was because I fucking love shit. But, so I never wanted a boyfriend to ever buy me a Chanel bag because I was like, I want to do that on my own because I want to be able to use it for the rest of my life.
I just realized what I want for my worst enemy. You know when like your sock keeps falling?
Yeah.
Or like your sock, something is just like off in the sock.
Something's in your sock.
Something's in your sock and the sock keeps falling and you have a little blister and it's like the back of the shoes rubbing. That's what I want for them for the rest of their life.
I want everyone that I hate to just constantly have a blister on the back of their heel. Because how annoying
and their favorite shoe rubs against that blister.
Yeah. Oh yes. I actually have 2 blisters on the back of my feet right now, so someone definitely hates me.
Someone wished that shit on you. That's some karma, bitch. But what I was trying to say is like I've been shopping on Amazon for people.
Dude.
But like I feel like you have your own Amazon storefront in your little studio apartment. I feel like you've bought everything on Amazon during quarantine, and so have I.
Okay. Quick side note. This is how I know that I am an adult, because I've always done like a drunk purchase here and there, and it's like a lip gloss or like a top or something just like stupid, whatever, a skincare something. I have been getting drunk, coming home and ordering on Amazon and forgetting about it. Yesterday, full pot and pan set delivered. Full pots and pans. The day before that,
you don't cook.
Correct. Full knife set, cutlery. Needed it. Guess I needed it. Week before that, toaster. So, like, I don't know how much more adult I could be than
I didn't
ordering
know
pots
your
and
drunk
pans.
self was Martha Stewart.
Yeah, literally. Bitch turns into Martha Stewart, and she's like, we need this.
By the way, did you hear that Martha Stewart said the thing she missed most while in jail was lemons? Which is
I didn't hear that,
hilarious
but
to
that
me.
just made my day.
That's the most Martha Stewart thing I ever heard. Also, when I think about it, I imagine them being like, we can't give her lemons. Like, she'll squirt it at the and get in people's eyes, and she'll get past the jail guard, and then like Snoop Dogg will pick her up outside, and they'll like escape together.
Can we talk about how that's probably the best friendship I've ever seen in my life? She wished him a happy birthday the other day on Instagram, and I was like, this friendship is so pure. And
They
like,
need a podcast.
no, like, why don't they have one?
Because I want to know what they talk about.
What and
Like,
how
he's like-
often do they chat?
He's like, hey, Martha, what'd you make this morning?
Is that your Snoop Dogg impression? What the fuck was that?
That was the worst impression I've ever done in my life, and I'm so embarrassed, and I'm so upset that this podcast isn't edited because now everyone's judging me. I'm gin and juice. I don't know.
That was
I don't
good.
know.
I like that though.
Gin and juice.
My headphones.
What's
fell
up,
out.
y'all? It's Snoop Doggy Dogg.
I love
Is that
Snoop.
better?
I love. No, it wasn't better, but it's okay.
It wasn't
You
worse.
can't
It
be
was different.
perfect. Yeah, it wasn't worse. It was different.
Sometimes I'm so good at voices. I just want to feel like a normal person. And
Right.
I butchered a Donald Trump impression the other day.
How'd that
was
feel?
embarrassing. It humbles me sometimes.
Yeah. You knew
Because
that.
once you start it, you don't know what's going to come out of your mouth, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, what else have you been getting on Amazon?
So we were talking the other day, and we were going through like our Amazon purchases.
Yeah, like I'm pulling up my
During
Amazon
quarantine?
purchases because I need to be held accountable for my actions right now, and I need to embarrass myself.
I realized I bought a lot of nail polish, like lots of nail polish.
So I'm starting this new thing where I decided that I'm going to make art,
Okay, right? You said
But
that.
but I haven't made any of it, but I've bought oh god, I bought in sea glass,
Sea
paint,
glass? What do you even
paint.
do with that?
spray paint. I don't know, I thought I could do something cool with sea glass, and now I just have like pounds of sea glass, which are like pretty. Then I did buy a wooden thing like to paint.
Okay, like
And
an
it's
easel?
all just in a corner. No, it was like a wood plank, and I was gonna like paint it.
You were gonna paint the plank.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like, I'm trying to do this like whole like modern beach house vibe.
Okay.
And then I bought all these corks,
Okay.
like corks, because I saw on Pinterest people like make things with corks.
Are you okay?
No.
Yeah.
Because I just am buying like half
You
of
wanna
10
talk
art
about it?
projects. Not really.
Okay.
It's more just like I want to feel creative, but then I'm actually have real work to do right now.
Right. And you're like,
Like-
"Ugh, I gotta work on my cork board.
And let's just say the people at Amazon are just laughing in my face.
I will start to worry about you when you're like, I just painted this wood plank and I put this cheeky little saying, live, laugh, love on it, and I hung it in the family room. That's when we'll have a straight intervention.
Home is where the beach is. Sand in my toes is where I find happiness. Also, I'm
Wait,
guilty.
what if we just talked only in those like weird like sayings that moms hang over like the kitchen table? Like family is the happiness of the home, or like I don't even know.
Yeah, that's actually my worst nightmare. And
Yeah.
if I walk into a guy's place and I see any kind of quote,
No.
any kind of like motivational quote, actually my friend Chris,
Mm-hmm.
who works at Southampton Social, I'm blowing his spot up right now.
Yes, I know
But
Chris.
he's really cute, and he's like designing his own apartment, but like it's a straight guy designing your own actually house. And I was just like, oh, what aesthetic are you going with? And he was like, I put up a painting. And I was like, oh my God, cool. What kind of painting? And he goes, it's not really painting. It's just a quote. I said, what? And he goes, I read it every day I walk outside the house. I said, what is it? It goes, it says hustle.
No.
Hustle. Hard work is like at the other side of your comfort zone. No. And I go, I have never been drier. My pussy has never been drier. I go, put that shit in your notes in your phone, okay?
Right? Like you don't need to put it on the wall.
I wonder what goes on in straight men's heads sometimes when they are putting up a hustle quote outside their door or when they're taking photos of people. I just want to know what goes on their head when straight guys do those things.
Straight men decorating is a funny thing that people don't talk about enough. I once went into one of my guy friends' apartments, and this is like a while ago, and they had like this crazy painting up, and I was like looking at it, and I go, I feel like that should be really expensive. Like, what is this painting? Like, and I don't know anything about art, but
You're
just
like, maybe I don't understand the art.
Yeah, I'm like,
here.
do I understand this? Or
I'm
like,
missing something over my head.
That's my worst nightmare, is to like someone to start being explaining art and then ask you what you think of it, and you're just like, I don't know.
I thought your worst nightmare was accidentally going to jail for tax evasion because you don't know how taxes work.
That is my worst nightmare. I can have more than one. I have multiple. I have them all written down in my notes. I'm like, don't let this happen to you. Don't let this happen to you.
The notes in people's phones. I think one day we have to be like,
no,
okay,
it's
read the notes.
No,
in
that
your phone.
actually, I'm vetoing that. Because that is something so sacred, I feel like. No one ever sees the notes in your phone. That I have written down is insanity.
This is the problem with notes, though. There's no organization or rhyme or reason. So then when you try to, like, think of something or why you wrote something, like, I have the most random just, like, songs that I want to download written everywhere in my phone. And I can never find it after. Mostly my notes are, like, before stand-up gigs, me writing down, like, the order of my jokes.
I have, like, daily to-do list. Future baby names, fall to-do list, my fears. I have written down my fears. Why? I don't know.
I don't think that's good.
It's not good. I don't know when I did that or why I did that, but it's something
Paige,
that's in there.
I was talking to this comedian, Manna Matthews. She's When I'm Burning in Hell. Mm-hmm. She was talking about how your brain does not process like negatives. Okay. So if you're like, I don't want to go to jail for tax evasion, your brain just hears going to jail for tax evasion. No. Low-key manifesting going to jail for tax evasion.
Do not put that energy on me. Do not.
I'm just saying you have to change your words.
Let me change my narrative.
Your subconscious just hears the words. So you need to be like, I'm paying taxes and living free.
No, I'm living free. I'm paying my taxes. I'm doing my bills. I literally got something in the mail from like the treasury yesterday, and I go, this is it. This is the time. This is when it happens. It's like a tax refund for like $4. I was like, thank you so much. Thank you.
Also, like, just get a accountant.
I have one. I'm not worried about it. It's also just like a funny thing now that's turned into like a whole thing. But wait, back to the Amazon ordering during quarantine. Yeah. I ordered in an odd amount of underwear. Like an odd amount.
So did I.
Why?
It's because we don't want to do laundry right now.
I think that's what it was. I was just like, these underwear.
I actually have an update because I only wear granny panties.
Yeah.
It's like my brand. So
I don't know if everyone knows that about you, though. I feel like you think people know that, and really only the people closest to you know that. Hannah refuses. Now, I've lived with Hannah for many a summer.
Too long.
And Hannah refuses to wear a thong. She won't do it.
I will not wear that butt floss.
No,
I will not wear that butt floss that society puts onto us.
And there have been so many times where we've gotten ready to go out, and I'm like, Hannah, you can't wear that. You can see your underwear. And she goes, this is me. Take it or leave it.
I go, I'm not trying to pretend I don't wear underwear. Okay? If the guy likes a fat ass, he's going to have a good time.
Quality about you that I actually have learned to love.
But I made this update because I wear like full granny panties. Like, when like my whole ass is covered. Yeah. I hate the feeling of wedgies. I hate it.
It's not what that is not what it feels like though. Like I'm telling you.
People are like, oh, at least do a cute boy short. I'd rather a thong than those boy shorts that are just like, what are you doing? I might as well just stick toilet paper up my ass.
No, I think boy shorts are actually very uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable. And then it's literally, I'd wish it on my worst nightmare. Just like a constant wedgie when you're trying to focus on what you're saying and you just feel your butthole being attacked.
I don't have one pair of underwear that isn't a thong.
You're clearly not doing like high activity because when you play tennis, like you cannot play sports in thongs because they say that like there's some kind of bacteria or something that's rubbing against it. Like, because think about like your butt sweat and your vagina sweat and like,
I don't
oh my
sweat.
God, this got so dark. Yeah, you don't sweat.
I just sparkle.
But no, I do wear thongs now. But I bought this new underwear, and I'll do a swipe up on Giggly Squad Instagram where like it looks like a thong in the front, like it looks like it's a G-string in the front. Okay. But then the back it turns into like a full diaper. But in the front it looks sexy.
I love that.
But in the back my butt is covered.
Okay. Well, I bought a lot of like Calvin Klein thong underwear during quarantine.
Ooh, I did a Calvin Klein too.
I love that. I feel like they're so comfy.
Do you ever not wear underwear at all?
Okay, so actually this is an interesting topic of conversation because I don't. Like, I always wear underwear, and some of my girlfriends think it's so weird that I wear underwear when I wear workout leggings.
It's not weird.
I don't think it's weird.
About you. I like my lips to be covered. I like them to be in a home.
In a home.
They can't get away.
Yeah, this is your home. This is where you live. What if some shit went down?
Like my labia just like out and about.
I'm uncomfortable with it. I wear underwear to bed also. Like, people think that's weird. I'm like,
I'd rather go topless with underwear than no underwear bra.
Like, I'm not a big like sleep naked person either. What if there is a fire?
I don't wake up for anything, so I don't care about that.
Hannah and I had to get up this morning for 11 a.m. We were like, good morning. We were like, you would have thought it was 6 a.m. We were like,
we're waking up during this pod. Like at 40 minutes, I'm going to be awake and I can't wait for that.
It's because I don't fall asleep till 3 a.m. I was watching the Lily James Armie Hammer movie. We'll get into it. Okay, we need to move on because I actually have so much to say today.
We need to do front page news because the shit going on right now is insane.
So my first story is Kim Kardashian. She turned 40. She took all of her family members and some close friends to an island in Tahiti, and she's getting major backlash. Khloe was on the Ellen DeGeneres show, and she was like, yeah, it's like a frustrating year. I get it. People are so annoyed about it. But she wanted to do this nice thing. And Kim posted, like, we took so many precautions. We all got tested multiple times. We all quarantined before we left. The resort that we stayed at was actually very happy to have visitors. They were being paid.
Helping small business.
People were saying that Kim's like glam photo shoot on the island was very tone deaf with the captions. Someone was like, I haven't seen my family in 4 months. Here's the thing that I think. Look, you can feel however you want about the Kardashians, but you cannot compare yourself to them in any situation.
No.
Like, they are not like you and I living in like this normal COVID world.
Yeah, like you don't know what you would do if you were in their situation. Like that same person being like, this is tone deaf, like whatever. If you had $1 billion,
right,
would you still be sitting in your mom's basement?
They should be like, you know, a little bit more philanthropic, I guess, during COVID and not going to private islands.
Maybe they are philanthropic.
Yeah,
do you know?
No, I mean, they definitely
Kim
are.
literally goes from like she's doing like serious prison reform or whatever.
Yeah. Wait, I watched Kim's thing on Netflix with David Letterman.
Yeah.
I like her.
People
like,
said she sounded very educated on the topics. And
I mean, there was one time when David Letterman like was talking about prison reform, and he was like, "How do you feel about?" And he went into like this big long sentence of like all these smart things. And in my head, I was like, "What the did he just say?"
You were like, "This is bad."
And she goes, well, I don't know what you just said. And I was like,
so she's being honest.
Yeah, she was just like, I don't know what that means. I'm still in law school. I love her. I've always been a Kim stan. I get it. People are mad that she went and did this, but also she's rich enough to have the means for everyone to get tested, everyone to, like, they weren't spreading it. No one was sick, like, whatever.
Also, like, it's Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, like,
what did people expect? Her job is to post their glamorous lifestyle for us to laugh at it. That's why the best part about it was the memes, because she posted the tweet that was like, okay, it said, after 2 weeks of multiple health screens and asking everyone to quarantine, I surprised my closest inner circle with a trip to a private island where we could pretend things were normal just for a brief moment in time. And then my friend posted the Jersey Shore house.
Wait, that's epic. That's epic.
So
oh
funny.
My God.
So people had fun with it. And look, the Kardashians, the whole part about it is they're not humans. And
yeah,
the reason
they're not.
I know they're not humans is because Khloe Kardashian posted a photo with no nostrils.
Yeah. Why doesn't she have
Chloe.
a friend that's like, yo, but you edited that too much? Kim Kardashian keeps posting photos where she has 6 toes. How is no one catching her on it?
Or like get a new Photoshop team because clearly they're
Yeah,
high
like
off their
I know
mind.
you're not face tuning by yourself.
I told you I want a new thing that if you use a certain level of editing, Instagram should flag it to just say this photo has been highly edited.
Wow, you're a life ruiner, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
You're
trying
trying to get out and like really.
But I also do think the more you edit your photos, the more you hate yourself in real life.
Yeah, so true. So true. I'm telling you, one of the best compliments I've ever gotten, this was like a while ago. Some guy said to me, you know what? You look the same on your Instagram. And actually, I think you're better in person. And I was like, oh my God.
Let's normalize that.
Let's normalize
trying to look the same as you do on your Instagram.
I was like, thank you so much.
Or actually being more fun in person.
Yeah.
Than your Instagram.
Listen up, because I have the perfect gift for people when you don't know what to get them. I have gifted Aura frames so many times. I gifted them to Craig's parents last year. It was the perfect gift, and I was literally racking my brain because I just could not come up with any ideas for a good gift. Aura frames are seamless and easy to use. You add photos with an app with unlimited storage. It's so easy for your older relatives and easy to set up for them. You can take your favorite holiday photo that you would share with your loved ones and the story behind it and just upload it to Aura, and then it will always play when their Aura is on. It helps you interact with your family and friends. And if you have any family members that are bad at technology, Aura is the perfect thing for them. And it's so easy to set up. It's so easy to add pictures. And it really is such a fun conversation starter. For a limited time, visit auraframes.com and get $45 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames by using promo code GIGGLY at checkout. That's AURA frames.com. Promo code GIGGLY. This exclusive Black Friday Cyber Monday deal is the best of the year, so don't miss out. Terms and conditions apply. I feel like we're hearing so much about our food and what we're eating and if it's even healthy for us. That's why Thrive Market is something I honestly never think about, but in a good way. Their food is certified organic always, and Thrive Market studies every label to search for the best wholesome ingredients that have been vetted for safety. This is why you don't have to spend hours reading the back of ingredient labels or even thinking about where you're getting your food from. They restrict thousands of ingredients that are found at conventional grocery stores, and every single product is vetted by their team of experts. Thrive Market is definitely on a mission to make healthy and sustainable living easy and affordable for everyone. They seek out brands and products that follow ethical practices, including fair pay and treatment for workers. They have strict quality standards and safe working conditions. Your membership even sponsors one family in need. So if you want to shop at a grocery store that actually cares for your health, go to thrivemarket.com/giggly for 30% off your first order, plus a free $60 gift. That's THRIVE market.com/giggly. thrivemarket.com/giggly. Okay, so I have a real life story that just happened to me in Chicago. So Hannah and I were there for Giggly Squad, and Hannah's mom came, and obviously Lois, and Lenore Burner looked so cute in her outfit, and I was like, where is your outfit from? And she was like, oh my God, the whole thing is Quince. She had the most adorable maxi cashmere sweater dress on. It was this like ivory color. It was gorgeous. And I obviously knew Quince was known for their Magnolian cashmere sweaters, but she also had on this gorgeous matching cardigan. Quince has everything. They have denim, they have leather jackets. Quince's items are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands, and they only work with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices. And of course, premium fabrics and finishes for luxury feel in every piece. So get cozy in Quince's high-quality wardrobe essentials. Go to quince.com/giggly for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/giggly to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/giggly.
Expand the way you work and think with Claude by Anthropic. Whether brainstorming solo or working with a team, Claude is AI built for you. It's perfect for analyzing images and graphs, generating code, processing multiple languages, and solving complex problems. Plus, Claude is incredibly secure, trustworthy, and reliable, so you can focus on what matters. Curious? Visit Claude.ai and see how Claude can elevate your work.
Speaking of aesthetics,
Mm-hmm.
Sam Smith,
Yeah.
who is a they now,
Mm-hmm. Really?
has undergone, it's they.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So they got hair transplants
Okay.
and they love them. How would you feel
Mm-hmm.
if your man was losing his hair
Okay.
and wanted like I feel like you have thoughts about this.
Yeah, I feel like I totally do. So I have some guy friends who have gotten hair transplants, and the confidence in which these men now walk around is so like heartwarming, because I'm like, go off. Like, do your thing. Bang those 21-year-old girls while you're 35. Like, they feel so much better about themselves. And I think here's how I feel about hair transplants and like any cosmetic surgery that you electively want to get. If you really feel like it is going to make you more confident and you are going to like yourself more, I think go and do it. But if it's a deeper rooted issue that you're like a girl and you're like, I have to get my tits done, I have to get well, that's the same thing, boobs, tits. But you never know.
We get it.
I can't believe I just said the word tits. What am I, like, trash? My mom is gonna be like, are you kidding me, Paige?
She's like, you've been hanging out with Hannah too much.
Yeah. If you have to get your lips done, your nose done, like, usually with girls there's a deeper issue. With guys getting hair transplant, that is so normal. Like, they lose their hair. If I was dating a guy and he was like, I really want to do this, I would be so supportive. I was like, okay, like, yeah.
You know what? I think I'd be supportive too. Calf implants, no. It's not because they don't like, maybe they like look good. It's the point that this guy was so insecure that he thought he needed calf implants. Like at some point.
Who is that?
I don't know, but guys get them.
That's
also guys
insane.
Are getting this new like jawline thing,
No.
which is scary to me because you know when you don't realize like what makes a guy hot and what doesn't. Turns out we don't like anyone. We just like jawlines. That's what I realized.
Yeah.
So guys are like getting fillers to have jawlines, and
No,
they're going from like literally a guy that's like being shoved into a locker in high school.
I mean,
to
I'm
Chris
all
Evans.
into a guy getting a pedicure, you know, getting a facial here and there. But if they're going and getting as much cosmetic, like lasering their face and like doing all this fake bullshit, like, no. I needed you to be like
I'm
a
okay
boy.
with a little metrosexual. Like I'm okay with European,
Yeah.
but if you go past European and you're straight up like, it's just like it shows how deeply insecure you are, and it goes back for men or women. I think you're right. Before you do any like real cosmetic surgery, go to therapy for 3 months.
Right. I agree.
To see
Totally agree.
if it's not just, you don't just have to call your dad. Sometimes you just have to call your dad.
Yeah, honestly, that's what it is. I called my dad the other day, and I'm not kidding. The confidence boost in which I received. He takes the FaceTime from my mom. He goes, I just want to let you know that I love you so much, and I love you like every single day. And he was talking a mile a minute, just like gassing me. And I was just like, dude, I love you. Like, I am obsessed with my dad. Like,
See,
on
my
another
dad
level.
just has to like acknowledge me and like not shit on me for a second, because we just are always roasting each other, and he just has to be like, hey, I love you. And I'm like, I love him so much. Anyway, we have daddy issues.
One time, wait, this is a great story. One time, this is years ago, I think I was in college. Some guy was like being rude to me or something, and just like being a dick. And my comeback to him was like, not gonna work because I love my dad. Not gonna work with me. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, I have a dad. He loves me. I love him. So this game doesn't work with me. And I was just like, wow, that's kind of a badass line.
You guys, whenever any dude with you, just go, this isn't gonna work for me because I love my dad.
I love my dad. So
this isn't
nice
gonna work
try.
because I love my dad. So move on to the next girl. That is so fun.
Yeah,
my dad's whole thing with me is always like, don't let boys distract you. And then when I start dating a guy, he just goes, don't ruin his life. So I don't know what kind of games my dad's playing with me, but I like it.
I like that too.
Can we discuss Emily Rad?
Dude, maybe the cutest pregnant human I've ever seen in my life.
And she knows it.
Yeah, no, she knows it. She's
fucking
not
knows
even.
it.
I was dying laughing when I was looking at her pregnancy photos, because I was like, first of all, Hannah was that size a month ago when we took her pregnancy shoot.
I literally had nachos and I was bigger than that.
And also, this was very interesting. She wrote like the whole essay for Vogue. Also, did you read her essay that she wrote about the photographer sexually assaulting her? I thought it was really good.
The Cut article, yep.
People were like, oh my God, Emily, we don't care what you have to say. You're just a supermodel, which I was like, first of all, rude.
Basically, for people who didn't read it, she, as a young model, you get put on photo shoots. Sometimes you get paid. Sometimes it's just like good to have a famous photographer shoot you. Yeah. And this guy was like pretty legit. She said she went upstate with him, and he basically, it was like kind of like a lingerie thing, and she was like getting drunk with him, and she was just saying how he was awkward, and then eventually like he was like, let's go nude, and she was like taking photos nude, and the next thing you know, he was like trying to like put his finger in her, and like, she was like, no.
And then he ended up like taking all of the pictures and like creating a book, and like she never got paid for any of it, and it was
so then he came out with a book, and she apparently he's saying that she signed like a waiver being like before she went on the shoot, but they couldn't even find that, and she lost like tons of money in lawyer fees, and I think he's like loaded. But yeah, he had a whole like New York art show of just her nudes, and like she was just like,
people were like, she was like, this was the part that blew my mind so much. She was like, just imagine someone having a nude photo of you like above their couch.
Yeah.
If it's not my husband, don't want it.
Also, if I ever walked into a guy's apartment and there was a nude photo of Emily Ratajkowski, I'd be like, Jesus Christ, get it together.
So I can't believe you just said that, because one time I did walk into a guy's apartment and there was
years ago. This
was years ago. This was actually probably a year before Perry and I were dating. I walked into this guy's apartment and he had a massive picture of Emily Ratajkowski like in a bathing suit, in like a Sports Illustrated bathing suit. And he was like, that's like a really famous. And I go, okay. Like,
it's like,
what?
Grow the up, take down your poster.
That's when I'll take the live, laugh, love poster. That is the only exception where I'm like, put a live, laugh, love thing.
Live, laugh, love. Just like having like, you know, they have those like 50s or 40s photos of like women who are like over a car, and they're like, it's art. I'm
there
like,
was
no,
a guy.
You have no taste.
There was a guy one time that had an Audrey Hepburn picture with a ball gag in her mouth, and I was like, what is this?
Yeah, that's like rich guys being like, this is art. And it's like, no, you're not interesting because you're trying to sexualize a queen.
I was like, how dare you do that to Audrey Hepburn? Then he was like, you kind of look like her. And I was like, thank you so much.
What's next?
Okay, so Armie Hammer got... This is like so crazy. So obviously Armie Hammer is my number one. I actually realized last night when I was watching the movie Rebecca with him and Lily James, he's my number one. Like if I ever met him, I'm sorry, but I'm throwing myself at him. Like I love him. Everything about him I love.
I'm so not sure about that.
I think he's so good looking. There's something about his voice. He's like big. Oh my God, I can't even talk about it.
Have you ever seen his like interviews? Like, do you like his personality?
Yes. I love everything about him.
You sound like Claire from The Bachelorette, but continue.
I don't care. I love him. So he commented on Timothy Chevrolet Instagram and said king with a bunch of emojis, like the eggplant emoji, the water like spout emoji, hearts, and fire. And people were like freaking out about it. Like, you're 50 years old, no one cares about you, why are you saying this? And he was like, whoa, calm down. He was trying to be sarcastic, how like when girls comment on other girls' Instagrams, like, yes, queen, like do that, whatever.
He was being funny.
He was being funny, and it made me love him even more. That's really the only story. I just wanted to bring him up.
You literally just wanted to tell a story about how much you love Armie Hammer, which is a perfect transition for me to discuss The Bachelorette, which I know you don't watch and you didn't understand my reference that you're just like Claire from The Bachelorette. Yeah. For people who don't know, Claire is 39. She's the oldest Bachelorette ever. Okay. And she has been on multiple seasons.
Should I be watching The Bachelorette? Like, it's just, I've never watched it. I've never watched The Bachelor. I've never watched The Bachelorette. And I love reality TV. I just can't get into it.
Then you should. But it's like, I started watching it when I was with my girlfriends in college, and it was like our Monday football. Like it's like, come
Right,
on, Tim,
right.
we're rooting for Tim. And like
Right.
you just get so into it, and it's just amazing. And they also have a great humor to it. It's funny.
Okay.
Anyway, so she did the number one rule that you don't do as the Bachelorette, which is actually quite easy,
Okay.
is you don't, when the guy comes out of the limo, when they all come out and you meet them, go, I just met my husband.
Well, I would never be the Bachelorette.
No, but literally, like, your only job is, like, even if of 30 people, what I always say with the Bachelorette is, like, you know the 3 guys you like. You meet
Right.
30 guys, you know which 3 you like.
Right.
But you have to keep your cards close to your chest, as they say in Love
1,000%.
Island. I keep my cards close to my
Yes.
chest. And make America, like, know what you're going to do. She immediately just goes, oh my God, I just met my husband.
I'm
And goes
surprised
on,
they kept that in because from a television standpoint, like,
well, I don't think they were going to. But she was so out of control to the point that the other men start revolting, which has
Stop.
never happened in any Bachelorette.
They staged a
where
coup.
the other men were basically like, yeah, they staged a coup. And they were like,
well, we're so
clearly you
smart.
just want to be with Dale. I don't even-
Right.
yeah, that was like a real great reference.
Is this
to
a
just that.
political
I don't even know how to
podcast now?
spell a coup, but
Yeah.
this is a
Whatever.
political podcast. Who cares? So she basically won't stop talking about Dale. Like, a guy will come and she'd be like, but what do you think about Dale? Like, you know when you have a crush
Stop.
on someone
And you
don't-
can't stop
she,
saying their
like-
name. You keep bringing them up in conversation.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my God, that reminds me of Dale. Or it's like, does that refrigerator remind you of the time that, like, Dale
opened
had
a
snack?
refrigerator.
Yeah. Or like, oh my God, I love water. Dale likes water.
Yeah. I love when you get in like
Because you know
those
when you're with
moods.
your friends and like,
Yeah.
you're just trying to have brunch and like everything they say is it's just like she's having a Sheena moment, except she has no friends. She just has other guys she's dating.
Yeah.
And it's like when you still like your ex and like you go on your first date and you're just like, my ex was like really
Yeah.
into this. Yeah, like the waitress brings the water and you're like, my ex was a swimmer. Ah. So anyway,
Wow, I'm gonna say that.
so
at
I think
some
the guys
point.
are starting to revolt.
Yeah.
And that's why they were like, okay, so we need to show why they're revolting. And then what happens is I think she ends up just leaving with the guy like really early, and then a new girl comes in, which is insane because they're supposed to pick guys that want that girl. So I don't know how that transition's going to work.
Wait.
Yeah.
So you're saying that the Bachelorette like cuts
Yeah.
her season short
Like
because
really
she's,
short.
because she's like, nah, I met my man. I'm
Also,
leaving.
this guy is this like he like used to be a football player, so you know how I feel about
no,
that.
I get it.
He's like a male fitness model in New York City. Like we know people who know him. His name's Dale Moss. He's like this light skinned, like tall black guy, and like yeah, he's cute, yeah, he's sweet, but like you don't know the person until you've gone to IKEA with them.
Right, and just like
Male models are
monsters.
like I'd say worse than athletes because at least athletes are gonna like make money.
Right. I was thinking it, but I was like, nah, I can't say it. I can't say
I said it.
Thank
It's
God.
gonna make money.
Thank God someone
And
said it.
At least they like don't care about their appearance more than you, and at least they like are gonna have athletic children, so then you can like they can get scholarships in college. I've thought about this. Male models, like, they're also treated differently because they're so good looking.
Yeah.
You don't understand this because this happened to you, but like people assume that you're like nicer and like more successful and everything.
Only
'cause
if
you have
you're
a
a
symmetrical
guy,
face.
though. Only if you're
True,
a
when
guy.
you're a guy. Well, as a girl, like I feel like people might be nicer.
I
to
also
you.
want to be the better looking one in the relationship. Like I
Yeah.
want him to be like, I can't believe I got her, and me be like, you're exactly.
I
I
love
can't
that for
believe you did either.
And it's good because they say that like you have to find a balance, but they always say like, do you want the guy to like you more than you like him?
I feel like there's a balance.
Yeah.
But I feel like what I go off of is my dad loves my mom way more. Like way more. Like this man cannot do
They
a single
say for
thing.
a successful marriage, that's what it should be.
Yeah.
And I think there's always times in relationships, we're talking about like in the past, that you like them more than they like you, and it's like super fun, but then you're
Yeah.
like, okay, but now I want to like go to sleep at night, like you like me more than I
Yeah.
like you.
There's a part where you're like, oh, like this is so fun. I'm like so obsessed with you. But then you also start to get nervous because you're like, wait, do you like me? We
Yeah.
haven't even talked about like are you obsessed with me too? And I'm like,
Then-
I can't be in that stage.
Then you're like at
constantly.
your wedding day and you're like, hey, do you like me?
Yeah.
Are you mad at me?
Yeah, like, are we?
Wait,
are
am
we
I being
doing this?
annoying?
Yeah. You literally are
Do you
going to
think I'm
be up
pretty?
on the altar and you're going to be like, am I being annoying right now? Am I being too loud?
I like do my speech and I was like, was that too much? No, I literally need someone who I can like literally fart inside their mouth and they're like, I love that.
Yeah. You definitely do. Okay, my next story is, we never even talked about this, Chrissy Teigen and having her miscarriage. I mean, that was just heart-wrenching. She had a stillbirth.
It was heart-wrenching, but also as someone who was in the hospital, the fact that she got the amount of content she got is a lot. Like, I'm sorry, at what point were you like, okay, I'm going to be crying and I need
because
someone
I don't think
to
she
take
knew,
a
like,
photo.
I think she was getting so much content because she thought she was in there like, this is like routine, we'll be fine, and then like she really got crazy. But she had written an entire essay about the stillbirth of her son Jack, and Hillary Clinton started following her on Twitter and then tweeted about her, like how brave it was and how that it happens to so many women and no one really talks about it, and how much Chrissy helped her, or like just was helping women in general. And Chrissy like started to delete tweets and videos because she was like, Hillary Clinton follows me now. Like, I cannot be out here wilding. And so I was thinking in my head, and I wanted to ask you, who, if someone started following you on on Instagram or Twitter, what would make you freak out? Like, who is the one person that you'd be like they follow me right now?
Well, fun fact,
Okay.
Donald Trump Jr.
So
follows me. on Twitter.
shut.
I literally just do dating and fart tweets. And Donald Trump Jr. like it happened like a year ago. I was like, that's weird.
He's the one that was having the affair with Aubrey O'Day.
I think he's the brunette one.
Yeah. He was having the affair with Aubrey O'Day.
While he was married. Also, is
Correct.
Aubrey O'Day okay?
I don't know. Someone's got to check on her.
But anyway, who?
Like,
I feel-
mine, I feel like would be someone in fashion. Like, if
I love how you asked me to be like, can you ask me what my?
Well, I wanted you to think. I want you. That's what I would
You're like, okay, we don't
offer
care.
too. And like, but I thought of
who
mine.
in fashion?
Like, if Victoria Beckham started following me, I'd lose it. Like, I would just lose my mind.
Would you then like question every outfit you post?
Everything. I'd question everything. I'd be like, what specifically made her follow me?
I'm more like, if a person that I like have a crush on starts following me,
Okay.
then it's like little things like, yeah, if someone or like a new friend who I think is cool starts following me, then I'm like, you have to reassess your whole Instagram strategy. You're like, do I do Insta stories like this anymore? Like, how does Hannah do an Insta story?
Can I tell you that, like, when people start following me that I know in, like, everyday life for the first time, I get really nervous because I'm like, they don't know what front page news is, and I'm a psychopath. And there's so many times where I've had friends text me and be like, wait, can we just talk about this for a second? What are you doing? Like, I'm like, this is front page news and you'll get it. Like,
Yeah, like it's a zone you get in and you
Yeah.
kind of black out and you can't
learn
Yeah.
it, live it, love it.
Exactly. And but the best part about when someone new follows you is looking at your Instagram from the perspective of that person and trying to think if you're cool or not.
1,000%. Why does no one talk about it? I
People
go on
don't
my
talk about that enough.
I go on my Finsta and watch my own Instagram stories, and I'm like, what do people think of me? The one night I was sitting with one of my girlfriends, and she goes, what are you doing? And I go, watching my Instagram story back because today was a masterpiece. And she was
when
like,
a story truly comes together. My favorite thing is, you know, the Lady Gaga meme where she's like, amazing, inspiring, like game changing. That's me watching my own Insta stories.
revolutionary.
When it's literally just me reposting a tweet.
Yeah.
Weird. Do you have any other news?
No, that was it.
I felt it ending. We are going to wrap up with my new favorite segment that we're doing.
Yeah.
Pep talk time. Say
I love it. Pep talk time.
That's how you have to say it. We're talking about all your problems.
We're giving you
advice.
We're talking about it.
We're
Hannah,
gonna
what
be-
is the question?
Okay, so we got a lot of good stuff this
Okay.
week. We have to talk about it. We have to tell you exactly how we feel. Okay. The first one is Erica.Liston.
Okay.
I don't know if I should blow people up on here, but I will. He says he can't treat me
Eric
just like
or Erica?
Erica.
Okay.
He says he can't treat me just like any other hoe.
Okay. I like where this is going.
That in capital letters. How do I get him to ? I want the D. Well,
Oh, interesting.
interesting. First of all, I don't love that he used the word hoe.
Don't love that. I have so many questions. So Erica is trying to sleep with this man.
This literally sounds like a me and Luke situation.
And he's saying to her,
He
I
doesn't
can't
wanna
just
treat
treat
her
you
like
like
any
every
other
other girl because I care about you.
yeah, this doesn't make sense.
No. Erica, leave.
So yeah, he thinks your dad doesn't love you.
Yeah.
And he is trying to work this is the thing with men.
Yeah.
When you use as a tool for control or like putting your pussy on a pedestal when you didn't even want the pussy on a pedestal, something weird is going on. Because at the end of the day, if you have sex the first date or the 30th date, it doesn't matter. You got to see if the dick game is strong.
Now, if Erica said this to him on the first date and he was like, I can't treat you like that, this is the first date, then I would get it.
I get that.
If you're like a couple weeks into talking or a couple dates into whatever and he has not tried to sleep with you, he does not like you, because guys will literally sleep with like anything that walks down the street if like that girl winks at them.
Or he has a weird thing with sex where like, why does having sex mean that you're treating a girl like a hoe?
Or he's gay, because that's what my mom says if someone doesn't like me. She's like, clearly, Paige, he is gay. And I'm like,
she goes, and that's what a gay person is. A man who's not attracted to you.
and that's how I learned about gay people. My mom was like, they don't like you. They like you as a person.
Turns out gay guys actually love you.
Yeah, no, I love gay guys. Yeah, they're actually.
Okay, this is a good one from
Okay.
Danielle Steen underscore. What advice would you give for scooping out a guy? Oh, Jesus Christ. Scoping. I go scooping
This
out.
is
What
a
is this a new
podcast
thing?
for kids who can't read good.
The holiday season can be stressful, but not with Nordstrom. They have a gift for everyone on your list, including yourself. Discover the best gifts and party dresses for festivities this holiday season. Get festive fashion advice from Nordstrom experts for free in stores, online, and the Nordstrom app. They have gifts for everyone. Stocking stuffers, gifts under $100, gift cards. Give whoever is on your list the perfect gift. The gift of choice. Gift cards let them explore Nordstrom on their own time. Explore more at Nordstrom in stores or online at Nordstrom.com or download the Nordstrom app. I'm always trying to get healthier, and whether it's your New Year's resolution or randomly during the year, you're like, this is the day I start to get healthier. Why don't you give Symbiotica a try next time? They're the only thing that I can always count on to consistently keep my health in check. They have these easy-to-take liposomal packets that make your supplements easy and quick to take. I genuinely trust Symbiotica with their ingredients, and there's so many supplements that contain harmful additives, but Symbiotica's products are made clean and with intention. They don't contain seed oils or preservatives. My favorite is the magnesium. It helps with focus and sleep regulation. I also obviously love their liposomal vitamin C. I take those all the time, especially when I'm on planes. They're always in my carry-on bag. You guys have to get your hands on these products while their Black Friday sale is happening right now. Head over to Symbiotica.com for 25% off. That's Symbiotica.com for 25% off. And do something for your health today. It's about to be that month where a lot of shopping is going to ensue. I feel like at Thanksgiving, that's kind of when I start making my holiday list. I like see people and I'm like, oh, what can I buy you this holiday season? Since we know we're about to be swiping our card a lot, Rakuten is the best way to save lots of money this holiday season, because you can stack holiday sales and deals on top of cash back to maximize your savings at over 3,500 stores. Meaning you can go to Macy's, you can go to Walmart, you can go to Urban Outfitters, all of these places, will give you the highest cash back rates of the year, all the way up to 15% cash back at some of your favorite other brands like Sephora, Kiehl's, Tarte Cosmetics. Rakuten also finds you the best deals, sales, and coupons. They do the work of searching for coupon codes so you save time and money. Plus, membership is free and it's easy to sign up. Join the 17 million members who are already saving. Start all your holiday shopping at Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app to start saving today. Your cash back really adds up.
Hey there, it's Farnoosh Torabi, host of the So Money podcast. Imagine having a super smart and reliable virtual friend to help you guide your finances. Well, besides me. Enter Claude by Anthropic. With the power of AI, Claude can help streamline your financial tasks. From analyzing data and charts to generating code for investment models or budget trackers, Claude's advanced reasoning helps you tackle the toughest financial challenges. Take control of your financial future with the right tools. Visit Claude.ai today and start saving time and money.
What advice would you give for scoping out a guy before going on a date during COVID? So basically she's saying, what is our process in the past? What is our process for before you go on a date researching the guy? I love this because it is in depth.
Yeah.
First thing I do is the general Google.
Yeah.
If you have the full name, great. If you don't, no problem. We will get it.
Yeah. No, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. So let's say we have like Mike D. So Mike D, you put in his location. Let's say he's in Maryland. Mike D, you put in his job. Obviously, if he doesn't have the job, you put in the general job like accounting. He'll have something about like a college he went to. There will be enough information. You just put all the information you have, and then you delve through. You have to look at the LinkedIn, but look at it from
you have to be signed out so that they can't see that you've looked at it,
which is key.
No, that's key.
And when you look at the LinkedIn, like, look how in depth the LinkedIn is. Like,
yeah.
If he's putting too much stuff, like if he has recommendations on his LinkedIn from his coworkers, like, he's a fucking loser.
Yeah.
Like, why do you need so much validation from other people?
I like to go on the Facebook, look at the pictures, see if we have any mutuals, get their birthday, figure out their sign, see if we're even compatible.
Put it into one of those compatibility charts.
I like to also figure out what college they went to, what year they graduated, in case they're on any type of roster. I like to see that roster photo. What did you play in college?
And that's where you get the real height.
Yeah, that is where you will figure out how tall this human
actually is. And you also find out if he's a loser or a winner. Because if you want your children to be winners, you can't be fornicating with losers.
Right. So definitely the Facebook, definitely Google.
Also from his sports thing, it says like who his parents are and his major. Like you get a lot of info from that D3 lacrosse summer.
Then you need to Google Maps.
Yeah.
You found
also,
their
if you
parents.
played lacrosse, the sex will not be consensual. So move. So yeah,
if you played hockey, you will get an STD. Wear a condom.
And if you played football, he might not be able to form a sentence.
But you'll have a great time.
Yes. When he's not cheating on you.
Yeah.
So we have LinkedIn, we have Facebook. Then also like just Google image to see what comes up.
Yeah, you can reverse Google image, which I like recently started becoming obsessed with.
Do explain.
So you could like copy a picture and then put it into Google image search, like paste that picture and then that
see where
comes
it
up.
is.
Yeah, like where was this photo taken? What is the vibe? And then like pictures like of that person will come up and you're like.
But people talk about Facebook, and I really think like Facebook is where you get the goods. Facebook is where you get that like awkward photo he forgot to set to private like freshman year of college, and you're like, oh.
And then I like to see what Instagram whores they're following. I feel like that's very important for our relationship. You know, are you into blondes? Are you into big boobs? Are you into bikini Instagram girls? Are you like what are you into? I need to know.
I really, really cannot even deal with a guy who's following too many thoughty girls, because it's like, do that shit in private.
One time, one of my friends, their Instagram was like open on the table, and I like their explore page was open, and I was just like, that's your explore page?
It's just like tits.
I go, what are you casting a pornography? Like how is that? Like, and then I was like, he was like, well, what's your explore page? And it's literally just fashion. Like, it's just girls and like TikToks of like, look at these shoes. And I was like, I don't know, like normal shit, like comedy, memes. And I go, you are casting a pornography, but okay.
Mine is literally cats and memes and food.
Yeah. I mean, normal things.
Oh my God, I love that. When you first start seeing a guy, be like, can I see your explore page?
Yeah. And you have to like go when they're searching someone, you have to see where you are in the lineup. Like if they've searched you one time.
Tell me if you do this or not.
Yeah.
Do you, when you start seeing a guy, make sure he's not in your top searches?
Yes. Are you kidding? That's number one rule. So a couple of years ago, I was on a date. And this was like maybe like third or fourth date, and we're like sitting on his couch, and we were talking about something on Instagram, and I'm sitting next to him, and he goes, oh my God, I have to like look that up. And he went to the search page. I was the first person he searched, and I was just like, you're obsessed with me.
That is the best feeling in the world.
Yeah, it is.
I had the worst feeling in the world in college. When I first got to college, I started seeing this hockey guy, and that was back then. We didn't even have Instagram. And I Googled him, and I clicked on like all the articles because he had like articles. I just wanted to see if he was going to go pro, you know?
Yeah.
I wanted to know if I was dealing with.
No, valid.
I just wanted to see if he was going, and he did end up going pro. And he also ended up having sex with my friend, but they got married. It was, anyway. So
I digress.
I digress. But like he was in my dorm room, and we were looking at my computer, and I don't know why, but somehow, like, I jokingly was like, let's Google you.
No.
Because I want to play myself.
You're a monster.
And every single link had
that
been
you
clicked
had clicked?
in a different color. And I was just sitting there. And I wasn't quick enough back then. And I think I just
That's my worst nightmare. That's my worst nightmare.
It's truly terrifying. I think I have dreams of that nightmare.
Going on a date and having to pretend like you don't know everything about this human is the true testament that women are stronger than men. It really is. We're smarter, we're stronger, we're better. We played you.
And it's also cute when like you just set them up.
Yeah.
You're just like,
yeah.
So
no one talks about it. Girls don't talk about that enough.
Yeah, like, you know, when he clearly like loves his little niece.
Yeah.
And he's just like has
tons
of photos with her.
I love kids.
And you're just like, oh my God, sorry, like my aunt's texting me, my niece misses me. I just love her so much.
One of my friends was going out on a date with this guy, and she was like, he has like a lot of Tulum pictures. And I was like, you have to bring it up. Like, you have to bring something up subtly, just because she was like, I don't follow him. He was like private, but we had like followed him on like our stalker Insta, so we knew he loved like going to Tulum for like New Year's, like how cliche. And I was like, you have to like subtly bring up like, just like, I love Mexico. Like, I wish we could go to Tulum or something. It's like my favorite place. And she did it. And he was like, wait, no, like I'm obsessed with Tulum.
Wait, wait, what? Boner. Oh. Men are just
stupid. Like, so stupid.
They're just dumb puppies, but we need them to procreate. Final question from Pedal Janice. Went on a date with a guy with super bad breath, all capital letters. Ugh. Should I tell him?
No. No. No.
Stop.
Just get out. Just bring like Listerine strips or gum, and like be taking a piece of gum and then just be like, oh my God, do you want one?
This is my theory. When you actually like a guy, especially in the beginning when your hormone levels are raging, his breath is not going to smell that bad to you. And with the wrong person, their breath will smell really bad to you.
That's such an interesting
like, do you know with your family,
I don't know if
like,
I believe that.
Do you know like your mom or your dad, like do you ever feel like they have really bad breath? Like, you know when they kind of have it, but like you still like love it? It's like your own sense.
No,
like,
because I get that my family is a bad comparison, because if someone in my family smells at any point, my whole family knows about it. like my dad would be like, why do you smell like that? Like it's just a whole. So my family's a bad comparison, but I
No,
just
but like,
feel,
do you ever
I
have
don't think
morning sex and it's like hot, even though like,
okay, so true. That's
what I'm
actually,
trying to say.
that's what you're trying to say.
And
so
I really
true.
think also when you're with the wrong guy, you get like UTIs and your vagina starts to smell funky because his semen pH is not aligning with yours. And
you
I
guys
really
aren't
think
compatible.
there's a lot more like physical animalistic sense and like feelings that isn't just your brain that makes people compatible. And I think thinking a guy has terrible breath, don't try to fix his breath, but just get out. He's not the right one for you.
Yeah, you don't like him. I feel like all of our advice is just like, just get out. Just leave. Why are you hanging with this guy?
Well,
go.
you guys,
This
that
was so
was our
fun.
second episode of Giggly Squad. To watch this, go to patreon.com/Giggly Squad. Please, please, please rate, subscribe, review, because we see how many people are listening and we see how many reviews we have, and it doesn't fit up, and I don't know what you're trying to do to us, because it's pissing me the fuck off because I carried the one and it wasn't right. Sorry, I didn't want to do that.
That
but
was
I went there.
epic. That was epic.
Thanks, babe.
I love you so much, Anna.
Also, it's Paige's birthday on the 4th.
Yeah.
So everyone, like, they can't pair bomb you. What should they do?
Honestly,
We need to let the gigglers come up with it because we've lost control.
I don't. I have
This
no
is-
idea. I'm just
This
like,
is their world and we're living in
yeah,
it.
totally.
I want them to come up with it. So you guys can pitch us or we'll see what they decide to do. Anything else? Oh, we have Friendsgiving. I have like a fun comedy event that Paige is going to be at.
Oh,
Amanda
yeah,
will be at
November
18th. So I'll put a link in the description. Paige, anything else? Do you have anything you want to promote?
I'm doing a fashion article. Well, it'll already come out, which will be the top 5 boots that you need for the fall. And then my next one will be coats under $100. So when you are listening to this, coats under $100 will be coming out.
I'm obsessed with that. Follow us at Being Burns. Follow us at Paige.DeSorbo. Also Giggly.Squad. Elena is helping us with the Instagram. She's doing some videos. We are just ramping our merch is going to come out soon. We're waiting for the samples.
It's coming out like within like 2 weeks.
They should be coming like
It'll be up and ready.
yeah, we have to do a photo shoot. You guys, we're so pumped up. The squad is back.
Thanks for giggling
and
with us.
Thanks so much for
Yay!
giggling with us.
Bye.
We'll talk to you later. Bye.